5 nights, 2 incredible destinations, and so many unforgettable experiences. We just got back from an amazing Royal Caribbean cruise to Labadee and the Dominican Republic, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. We sailed on the grandeur of the seas and left from Port Canaveral in Florida. I booked our cruise through my travel partners at Getaway Today because they have the very best rates and the best customer service. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check them out. Even though our ship was one of the older and smaller ones in Royal Caribbean's fleet, there was still plenty to keep us entertained. On our sea days, we made the most of everything the ship had to offer. We soaked up the sunshine, tested our knowledge in trivia competitions, and even learned some new skills in an origami class. Every night we were blown away by the incredible shows in the theater. And maybe one of our favorites and an unexpected highlight was watching the belly flop contest. It was hilarious.
Here we go! Count it down! In 3!
I brought a few card games which were perfect for our downtime. There was never a dull moment. One of our favorite little surprises each night was finding the adorable towel creations waiting for us in our room. It's such a fun cruise tradition. And of course, we can't talk about the cruise without mentioning the food. We loved the buffets, which always had so many options, but dinner in the main dining room each night was definitely a highlight. The meals were delicious and the service was fantastic. Oh, and we can't forget about the unlimited ice cream cones, because is it really a cruise if you're not walking around with an ice cream cone in hand at all times? One of the most unique and entertaining experiences on our cruise was the Hush Party. It was basically a huge dance party, but with a twist. Everyone wore headphones, and there were 2 different DJ tracks to choose from. You could switch back and forth and pick which song you wanted to listen to. It was so much fun to dance along, but what made it even better was how hilarious it looked from the outside. Since there was no music playing out loud, passerbys just saw a crowd of people dancing to completely different beats in total silence. It was such a blast to be a part of, and honestly, it ended up being one of our favorite moments of the trip. Now let's talk about our first port of call, Labadee, Haiti. Labadee is a private section of Haiti that's owned by Royal Caribbean, so it's like a private island experience, but it's not technically an island. You simply walk right off the ship, down a long pier, and bam, you're in paradise. The whole area is beautifully set up with several beaches to choose from, each offering its own unique vibe. There's a convenient shuttle to take you around, or you can walk. It's really not that big of an area, so it's totally easy to walk as well. For families, they have a fun splash pad for the kids to cool off and play while the adults relax. If you're in the mood to shop, there's a section where locals have set up some shops offering unique handmade items and souvenirs to take home. One of the best parts about Labadee is that only one cruise ship docks here at a time, so it's a super peaceful and quiet experience. There are plenty of chairs to go around, and the whole atmosphere is just so relaxing.
Does it swing? Hey, smile!
We spent the entire day soaking up the sun on the beach and playing in the water. The water is beautiful and the vibe was just so laid back. We spent some time swimming, relaxing in the sand, and even getting creative with a sand castle. Of course, we couldn't resist grabbing a couple of fresh piña coladas to really get into vacation mode.
Are you just sitting down?
Yeah. We made one.
I feel like that sand guy from Spider-Man.
I've been laughing about this moment since it happened. Check out this kid's double take when he notices my pregnant daughter-in-law being silly and posing on the beach. It's so funny. There was a lunch buffet that is provided by the cruise ship, so it was all included, and it was delicious. There were so many options to choose from. Plus, we got to enjoy some cool local entertainment while we were eating our lunch. Our day on Labadee was amazing. It was the perfect blend of fun and relaxation, which was just what we were looking for. At the end of the day, it was just a short walk back to the ship. Visiting Labadee was a dream come true. It's such a beautiful place. We loved it there. We felt very safe, and it's someplace I would definitely love to visit again. Our next port of call was Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. For this stop, we booked an excursion through Royal Caribbean called the Authentic Countryside Experience, and it was such a fun way to immerse ourselves in the local culture. Our guide took us on a journey through the city and into the countryside, where we got to see a whole different side of the Dominican Republic. We toured a cheese factory, which was really pretty cool. It was fun to watch how they make cheese there in the DR. We got to watch skilled artisans hand roll cigars, which was also a really fun and unique experience. We even got to eat fresh mangoes that our guide picked right off the tree. They were so good and hands down better than any mango I've ever bought at the store.
The tree.
Is it delicious?
You want one, huh?
Yeah.
I thought some of the store-bought ones were good,
But now you know what a real mango tastes like.
One of the highlights of the day was enjoying an authentic Dominican lunch at a local restaurant. The food was absolutely delicious, but in true vacation mode, I completely forgot to get a video of it. Meanwhile, my kids made friends with a stray puppy against my better judgment, of course, but it just added to the charm of the day. After our excursion, our guide dropped us back off at the port, which in Puerto Plata is called Taino Bay. This area is such a cool spot, and it's only available to cruise ship guests. As soon as you step off the ship, you're greeted by this really awesome space with a lazy river, swimming pools, tons of shops, and great restaurants. Honestly, if you didn't want to leave the port, you could easily spend the entire day here and still have an amazing time. While we were here, we couldn't resist grabbing a piña colada, but it wasn't just any piña colada. It was made with a fresh coconut right in front of us. First, they cracked it open so we could drink the refreshing coconut water straight out of the shell, and then they turned it into the most delicious piña colada. It was such a fun and unique experience. Definitely a must-try if you're ever in Taino Bay in the Dominican Republic. And just like that, our amazing cruise adventure came to an end. From the relaxing beaches in Labadee to the culture and fun in Puerto Plata, every stop was amazing. This trip was everything we hoped for and more. Cruising is such a great way to experience new places while still enjoying all the comforts of the ship, and this trip left us with memories to last a lifetime. If you're thinking about taking a cruise, I highly recommend adding these ports to your itinerary, and don't forget, you can get discounted rates on your next cruise through my link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your favorite cruise destinations. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk soon.